How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And today we're, like I said in the little teaser from yesterday, we're going to talk about shmup from SNK that isn't Vanguard, because Vanguard didn't get an NES release. Vanguard was from 1981, and I want to say its one major home port was on the Atari 5200. And nobody remembers it really. But today's game was released in the arcades in 1985. In the US, Trade West distributed the arcade cabinet, and it got its NES port in 1987. And it hurts. It even hurts to really talk about it, because it's honestly a disappointment. Today, we're going to talk about the NES port of Armored Scrum Object, or as it's known here in the US, Alpha Mission. Now, there's not much in the way of story for Alpha Mission. You fly around, blow stuff up, go to the next stage. That's what you do. You collect a bunch of power-ups and avoid collecting things that can make you weaker or send you back to the beginning of a stage. We'll talk about that in a sec. But the problem that I've always had with Alpha Mission is that while this is my favorite genre of game, this is the driest shmup that I've ever played. This is dry on the levels of some of those random shooters in Action 52 dry. This game is dull. Like, I played Alpha Mission and fell asleep with the controller in my hands, though. And I hate that, because there's good stuff here. This game builds on some of the things that made Xevious great and some of the things that made Star Force great. So it's got a great foundation, but it doesn't really execute any of that well, I guess. I don't know. But this NES port is not fun. And honestly, there are so many good shmups on the NES that I can't really tell anybody to play this one. The one cool thing about this game, though, is that there are those power-up. Your power-ups are all letters, right? There's little squares with letters on them. And if you're not careful and you collect one of the little squares with letters in it with the black square around it, it'll make you weaker. It'll take away your power, it'll take away your speed, and there's one that will kick you back to an earlier point in the stage that you're on. It can be brutal. That challenge is cool. The rest of this game, not so much. Now, in 1991, SNK released a sequel to Alpha Mission on the Neo Geo, called Alpha Mission 2. If you have a way to play it, try it out. It's gotta be better than this, cause this ain't it. Now, if you want a copy of Alpha Mission for some reason, maybe you have a desire to collect an entire set of SNK NES releases. If that's something that you're into or you're looking for, Average it out about $10-11 should get you a copy of Alpha Mission. But there's so many better things on the console, shmup wise. This ain't it, Playboy. Don't do this to yourself. Show money though. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Are we sure this king is sick or just really wants to get high?